Digital Minimalism book summary. Let's go. Digital Minimalism, Choosing a Focused Life in a Noisy World, is written by Georgetown University professor, superstar blogger, productivity guru, and also best-selling author of Deep Work, Cal Newport. As Deep Work is about focusing and delivering your best work, Digital Minimalism takes it a step further, where its premise is to really focus and hone in on technology. Cal wouldn't have called it digital minimalism if you weren't exposing the truths of how we're using technology, and it's really leading us down a road of a very unfulfilling, distracted, anxiety-driven life. So without further ado, these are the 5 big ideas for digital minimalism. Idea number 1, life cost. Usually people would evaluate the price of a car if they're gonna think about purchasing it. But there's actually a lot of hidden costs associated with any type of decision we make. There's this thing called life cost. It was coined by Henry David Thoreau, an American philosopher way back in the day, challenged the perception of what cost actually means. He says the true cost of something is the exchange of life for that thing, whether it's immediate or long run. Back to the car example. There is the money, but what did you do to get that money? You spent your time working, which might have contributed to a little bit of stress. And of course, there's the effort to actually do your job to earn that money, but then you have to evaluate the cost of maintaining the car and having it in working order for the foreseeable future. So evaluating all that cost associated to the benefit of owning it and getting yourself to work or school, is it really worth it? Idea number 1, no life costs. Leading on into number 2, be aware of what? 2 things, external and internal. Externally, I want to talk about yours and mine and our time, attention, and headspace. Now, Facebook and Google, whew, damn, those guys have it locked down. They know how to grab our attention, keep it, and really have it maintained and spent it just on them. Even though they don't charge and we don't shell out our credit cards to use them, they're actually accepting payments, and they're taking payments from us from, you guessed it, our life costs. And they're charging a huge premium for us to use them. Take Facebook, for example. Have you ever gone down a wormhole of seeing your friend's photo of them having lunch, and then you either liked or commented on it, and then as you keep on scrolling, you might see a news article. Eventually you find out that you spent an hour instead of the quick 5 minutes that you otherwise caught up in your social media feed. Every minute you spend on Facebook is an opportunity where you could have spent furthering your career at work. You could have poured it into your side hustle. You could have went offline and connected with somebody over coffee in real life, or maybe you could have read a book. It's not all your fault. These services have optimized themselves so that they would lead you down a path to spend more time so that eventually they could resell you ads and fund their own business. However, we have to take responsibility to not go down those rabbit holes or down the wrong paths. And that leads us to the internal. Let's say social media in general, as an example, knows how to tug at our psychological strings. Matthew Dillon Lieberman. He's a professor and social cognitive neuroscience lab director at the UCLA Department of Psychology. He's found that when humans are resting, meaning we're not thinking about anything, we're actually thinking about something. On a very subconscious, deep level, he calls it the default network, where we're constantly evaluating where we are on a social level. And that's because way back in the caveman days, we needed to survive. And the only way to do that was through a pack, was through our tribes. To be sent away or to be blacklisted in a tribe meant imminent death. There'd be not enough resources to hunt or gather food or build fires. So that's been ingrained in us since then. And checking social media, almost seeing how your peers or how people are evaluating your posts. It's exhausting. Ugh. Social media preys on our default network. That's why the faster we recognize this, the less life costs we pay. And that's idea number 2, be aware. Leading to idea number 3, park your phone. So how many minutes or hours do you spend on the phone per day? Now, here's the scary thing. A study that Cal pulled up said that smartphone usage, tablet usage, or any type of internet connectivity, whether it's texting or social media, accumulated to 9 hours a day. Yeah, a little, a lot, wow. And in that same study, they found that a lot of teenagers experienced a form of anxiety, whether it's FOMO from what they've seen on social media, or whether it's losing their phone or not being able to access it because of battery downtime. It's leading to a little bit of an epidemic. This anxiety is most likely caused by the superficial activities we all do on our phones. It's almost like consuming empty calories. You're eating chips instead of having that full-on steak and potatoes meal. When we don't feed ourselves the right way, we just get sick. And Cal recommends these remedies, from smallest to huge. Small, we're talking disable notifications. You don't need the bling, bling, blam, blam, bling. Be zen and check your messages when you get around to it. The more medium type of solution is to schedule certain times to check your phone or to go on social media. The larger remedy is to cleanse yourself on a 30-day phone famine, right? Legitimately leave it at home and walk away, only to come home and then catch up. I know, right? And then the more hardcore people follow this digital declutter by joining the attention resistance. And that means downgrading their phone back to the old school flips and making sure that their phone is only used for one purpose only, maybe two, with the whole phone and texting. Idea number 3, park your phone. And now we're going to number 4. Idea number 4, go deep. You're scrolling through your feed, you're looking at your friends' photos, whether it's their pet, their kid, or maybe some type of achievement. They might have graduated or got that promotion. Those deserve a like? But that's patchwork on your relationship. It's very superficial. And going back to the previous points, it's those empty carbs. So why don't you make it a full-on meal? Why don't you take that opportunity to get deeper into the relationship and talk in person, leveraging technology so you can get that in-person, face-to-face, and then tell them and celebrate with them and like in real life their achievement or their new addition or whatever it may be. And if you can't do that, try to mimic an environment where it's face-to-face. Technology, crazy enough, we have FaceTime, we can do video chats. Do a lot more of that instead of the superficial like and comment. Idea 4, go deep. Idea 5, simply mind your business. No, really, mind your own business. We don't know what's happening in other people's lives. We don't know the full picture, but what we do know is ourselves. Even then, maybe not as much. You need that introspective viewpoint. You need time by yourself so you can reflect. And that self-reflection is really important because the more you figure yourself out, the more you can figure out what makes a fulfilling life, what makes you happy. And more often than not, we spend too much time processing all this information that we never have that introspective time where we just stop and ponder. Cal calls this solitude deprivation. Your brain is always on, so being alone with your thoughts is an act to give it a sense of calm. And that's looking to be idea number 5, mind your business. And now for a bonus idea. So there's a lot of info spread out around But the best way to act on it is to schedule. And that means scheduling time for self-reflecting or scheduling time to only check your phone or your computer at certain times, or that's scheduling to meet up with other people or have them meet you. It's all about being purposeful and making sure it happens. So schedule. Those were the 5 big ideas from Digital Minimalism. As a recap, idea number 1, think life costs. Idea number 2, be aware. Idea number 3, park your phone. Idea number 4, go deep. Idea number 5, mind your business. And bonus idea, schedule. Thank you so much for tuning in to a brief book club. My name's Truman. That was Digital Minimalism, Cal Newport. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know what you thought of the book if you've read it. Leave it in the comments below. What tips did I miss? What tips did you take from this? If you have questions, more than happy to answer them if you haven't checked out this little gem. Apart from that, smash the like button. While you're at it, hit the ringer and remember to subscribe. And guess what? I'll see you in the next video.